Okay, up next is Mengsk. This is one I've found a lot easier than the rest. So far, Zagara's been the hardest throughout pretty much all the challenge levels. Even her lower level challenges have been harder than some of the other higher level challenges. For Mengsk, we've got Palace Perimeter. Mengsk's palace is surrounded by defense, but he doesn't draw any cards until his income is at least 10 total resources. Imperial Wealth. Mengsk's maximum mineral income is 12, his maximum gas income is 6, and on the first play phase that he is allowed to draw, he draws 4 cards instead of 1. So he only starts playing things on once he gets to 10 resources. And then Mass Indoctrination. All of Mengsk's starting units, except mines, gain Indoctrination. Whenever they kill a unit, they send 1 Marine. So the reason that he's actually a lot easier than the rest is because he's pretty much AFK for 10 turns. He does get strong after that. He's got some good defense, but we have some ways to deal with that. For the Mengsk build, we have a raid boss style build where we're going to be looking to heavily buff a single unit to have that just run down absolutely everything. We've got a lot of evolution cards, Gorge being a particularly powerful one. It does have the Devour key effect or keyword, so we're going to be needing to run a few things that can maybe help us towards that, but there's no real rush because of how Mengsk plays, so we can get pretty greedy with our deck building. But because of that, we can run late game cards or semi-late game cards like Digester Roaches, which will help us discard for both the Gorge effect, but also thinning out the more cheap parts of our deck when it comes to units, so that we could work towards the more powerful late game hero units. We have cards such as Amon, which would typically be very hard for us to play, but we run 2 Mysterious Eggs that will help us get out our very expensive units. But once our big unit is out, we'll be able to play a lot of different evolution effects on him. We also run a lot of primal cards, some with particular uses, but for the most part it's to make use of this raw essence card, or more particularly the effects we can get from evolving the raw essence, which can become very powerful evolution effects for our raid boss unit.
Our enemy seeks to destroy everything we have built.
Okay, I'm actually not too sure what we're looking for in our starter hand, to be honest, because this is the deck, again, that I've had the least troubles with. I've had the deck I've had to refine the least as well, but I've found that there are a lot of things that can work in the opening hand. Maybe we go Dahaka. So he does have a barracks that'll spawn Marines, so we want to hold those off early a little bit. Zera Scream is kind of nice. It's a cheap unit. It'll allow us to find an easier time pushing later on, because it's going to remove Heroic from the Black Hammer here, and if we get another one, it'll remove it from one of the siege tanks. So definitely going to keep him. I guess we're looking for card cycle, kind of. We're looking for Mysterious Egg. Definitely not Digester Roaches at the moment. It's a bit too expensive. Laylo's alright as well. I mean, we just go a mineral here. It's going to line up nice. There are Screamers into Dahaka. Dahaka will be played on his own, so we'll draw a card. A lot of card draw we want in here to find our card pieces. We have a lot of time to work with, so we can build up that combo well. There are Screamers. I mean, they're not going to be able to do too much. They'll push back some... Oh, Carcass Spotters as well. We don't want to play that yet. We're going to wait until we find some more... or one of our bigger hero cards in our hand before we want to start removing the unit cards from our deck. But yeah, the Zera Screamers might remove a few Marines. Probably isn't going to kill the Liberator. Killing the Liberator is always nice, because this is a... probably like... until you get to the Thor, the strongest unit they have here, just because we are based entirely around a single ground unit, so it does very well versus that. Obviously, we're going to go for the Dahaka for the draw here. Don't want to be playing any of these evolution cards. Kerrigan, I guess we just play that to get out of our hand as well. These cards are just, like, we can buff them if we really want to, but we've got time to look for things that are a little bit stronger, so we're probably just going to play Kerrigan to hold the early game, deal with the Marines that come in, basically. And I will work towards Zera's Trailblazers as well. I'll just go for Mineral.
I am the swarm.
Are we going to overdraw with Kerrigan? We're not, so we can just play her. Yeah, we can, if things get dire, or if we really want to. We don't really want to buff Dahaka, but we could buff Kerrigan, or the Kerrigan that comes from the Chrysalis. We see how strong that Liberator is. With all of our evolution cards, but ideally we don't do it. I reckon we go for Zera's Trailblazers here. We don't have any evolution cards in our discard pile, rather, which is probably for the best, because I want to start building up that Gorge counter. We've only got 3 at the moment, but it could be nice to draw a card. Go for Gas. It's either that or I go Carcass Spotters plus Overlord. I mean, yeah, I don't need the, I'd like to get rid of the Chrysalis, a few other cheap cards as well in my deck, cheap unit cards that is, actually, so this is good, and it is going to draw as well. Just get this out of my hand.
Have a surprise in store for them.
Okay, so we have quite a bit in the discard pile now for our Gorge. We got rid of Overlord, 2 Overseers, and the Kerrigan Chrysalis. The Overlords and Overseers are fine, both to draw because they give us draw, or to get rid of because they can be targeted by the Mysterious Egg, which we absolutely do not want. Again, we're going to have to get rid of the Ambush. Do I want to discard? Yeah, I do. I'm just going to go Digest the Roaches, and this is pretty much going to clean up my deck of all of these cheap cards, cheap unit cards I have in there now. No more cheap unit cards. Now we're going to be finding some big boys. So we got rid of Xeris Screamers. I think we drew both Carcass Spotters. Did we? No, I don't think so. So we would have got rid of Xeris Screamers, Carcass Spotters, and I think that's it. We have Raw Essence now. Trailblazer is going to be nice to trigger the Raw Essence. Is that what we want to go for? I suppose so. Not much else we're doing. And we're losing. We don't have many units left over. We still want to hold off the Marine count. How much resources are we at? We're at 7, so we have 3 more turns before Mengsk can attack. Just going to go for a Mineral here plus Trailblazers. Let's see what we draw. Mysterious Eggs, very nice, but we do need a unit card to draw still. This should trigger the Raw Essence. Hopefully we don't get the Sylvan one. Very nice. We got the best one, actually. Unbreakable Essence, the best one to get. Glebig one is very good as well. Not that great because you're versing a lot of Marines. It does like AoE in like a melee range. But the Sylvan one is by far the best because that just gives 50% move speed. It's not that great. We do have Creep Colony for card draw. What else do I want to go? Do I want to just dump Carapace Contagion? No, I've still got hand space. I've still got an Overlord. We can just go Creep Colony and hold on to lay low, not play anything else, and be pretty happy with this. Shifting Mutalisks. Could get another Essence in our hand. If we play these two, we would be overdrawing. Well, it's going to depend on what we draw next. We'll see what we draw next. We could try to go with Dahaka. I reckon I'm going to send Dahaka out, but I don't think I'm going to buff him. I am going to draw with the Creep Colony, though. Yeah, I want... we have much stronger hero cards that we could be going for than Dahaka here. We'd also like the ability to hit here because we haven't killed the Liberator yet, and he is going to do a lot of damage. Hybrid Behemoth is going to be worth it. We're going to need to get Shifting Mutalisks out of our hand before we play Mysterious Egg. And I mean, at this point, we're okay with overdrawing. And I don't want to lay low because I am happy with the Hybrid Behemoth. It's not quite Amon, although Amon would be a bit of a problem here. Because, oh nice, Unsparing Essence as well. Because I would discard my entire hand. And at this point, I want this hand. Alright, nice. It's time to play Mysterious Egg. That'll send out the Hybrid Behemoth. And I reckon I just... I'll play Unsparing Essence as well.
So much essence.
So, we've got Unsparing Essence on you. 200% damage, 20 damage per second to nearby enemy units. It's good with Hybrid Behemoth. It's the reason it's not usually good because of all these Marines is because usually you have ranged units. They are starting to send units now, but it's absolutely fine with Hybrid Behemoth, who also has a ton of armor versus these Marines now. And now we're going to start buffing him. We're going to play Gorge on him. We're going to give him some armor, plus 3 armor. Going to hold on to Digestive Acid. That's to fully restore life, which we obviously don't need to do yet. And we'll give him... would we rather... No, I'd rather do this. I could Carapace Contagion. I want Gorge on him now. We're very gas lacking, but that's fine. He should be strong enough. 3k health. Can play Carapace Contagion on him. Next turn. Or if we need to play Digestive Acid, which we shouldn't. I mean, this Liberator is still going to be annoying, of course, but it's not too big of a deal. Yeah, we're just going to play Carapace Contagion here, get him even more health. There's a 4500 now. We'll be able to get Verdant Plating on him. We'll be able to Trailblazers as well to get... Fortunately, these aren't going to be able to attack my Keystone. We'll be able to play Trailblazers to get more of our evolutions. Extractor to draw a card and get me some gas. I suppose we can hold off on Verdant Plating for now. Alright, Cardinus Plating doesn't stack, so it's whatever. And these are going to take out those units. I guess that's nice in some way. But yeah, we are just going to slowly start breaking through here. We're going to be walking up to the Marines. Hopefully they get in front of the tanks and stuff. Digestive acid again is very nice because that's going to allow me to heal them twice. I shouldn't need to heal here. We'll play Mysterious Egg just to draw, I think. Maybe play Lilo just to get it out of my hand. Okay, Unstable Essence. I mean, I can't stack the evolutions on him is the thing. But yeah, we're going to need to use one Digestive Acid here most likely. It's fine though, as we see, just breaking through. Fortunately, Hydra's picking up some of the stragglers when it comes to the Marines. Look at how much work he's doing. What did we overdraw there? Was that Gorge? Kind of unfortunate, but we're going to Digestive Acid. We're going to cut in his plating and I suppose Spine Crawlers. There we go, full heal. My god, he's tanking how much armor as well? 26. I mean, big Yamato, but it doesn't look too big, does it? He's still pretty much full health. We're going to be able to use another Digestive Acid later. We're going to be able to hold on to it for a long time, though. There's Amon. We're not going to be able to play him. I suppose just get rid of Unstable Essence. Throw it on one of these Hydralisks. Which one has it? Does it even go to another? Oh, okay, well, there we go. There's Mengsk down. I don't know if it even goes to another unit.